Day one of my shift. Running a little behind. Seems like the closer you live to work, the more you push it and get like not late, right on time. But technically, if you're on time, you're late. So it's always best practice to get there a little bit early, because you have to do like a proper turnover, kind of see what's going on, what's left over, what training, what issues you have, what like your battalion, what's going on in that battalion. Kind of give a little brief. So basically when that BC gets off, or the officer, whoever you're relieving, they give you everything that they had and you just continue the day from where they're at. It's kind of one of the nice things about being in the field is you don't have to carry that home with you. So if you're a chief or you work in admin, training division, all that stuff, you don't really get to go home and take a break, because you're thinking about a project that you have, a lecture that you have. It's constantly something that's all on you. You can't just turn it over to the oncoming crew and let them carry it on. So that makes it nice to be in the field, because you actually get those 4 days off. You know, I don't hear anything about work other than if I have emails on my phone, but you know, none of it really matters while I'm off. So that's the beauty of working at 4896. Like I said, I'm gonna go in wherever A shift left off, B shift is gonna pick up, and we're gonna jam it out, continue doing what we do, continue to serve the community. Cool, heading in now, gonna relieve him. I don't live too far from my station, so that makes it really nice. And then we will get the day started. As you saw there just a second ago, I'm just trying to like eat better, meal prep, so I try to grab as much stuff as I can, but that's kind of my morning routine when I go into shift, is just do that like you just saw. Today, we do have one auto extrication training scheduled, couple meetings potentially, and then just getting day one started. Gonna go visit the crews, so I will bring you along. Let's get it done. Let's go. So the last 2 weeks, when I was doing the rope rescue and teaching the cadets the rope rescue, they broke up their cadet class into two separate groups. So there was Group A and Group B, and then when Group A was doing rope rescue, Group B was doing auto extrication, and then the second week they switched. So I taught the two different groups the past 2 weeks. Well, for whatever reason, I don't know if they were supposed to do 3 weeks, thinking there might be like over 35 people in the cadet class originally. That's what it was supposed to be, and they end up with like 18 throughout. Just the whole process kind of just gets people out of there, or they quit for whatever reason. Anyways, this week the training division, the training captain messaged the battalion commander and said, hey, we have some cars left over that I had scheduled for us to use. We're obviously not going to be using them, so do you guys want them to do some training? And you know, yesterday A shift jumped on the opportunity. They had sent down a few people, 6 different crews from each of the, one or two crews from each region. There were 6 cars there, so they were able to chop them up and just kind of do some auto extrication training. So today we took advantage of it as well. So we had 6 cars there. I worked it out with Battalion 6. He's the North BC. So we had some vehicles, or 6 vehicles, and then we had 6 different crews come down and just get some tool time. So the officer was able to go over with the crews, talk about their initial radio report, make some assignments, do the inner outer circle, and then just work on just getting that tool time. So tool time is getting the extrication equipment and using it, trying different techniques so that when they get an accident where extrication is needed, then they'll be proficient in their skills just from practicing. So I thought it was a really good opportunity. Kind of bummed out because the other crews didn't get to go. So I was able to send 2 different stations out of the 5 in my region. So obviously the other 3 are going to be pretty upset or bummed about it. So I think for my next training group rotation or my next regional drill that I put on, I think I'm going to get some cars so that everybody could go through it, and maybe I will have them set it up a specific way so they have like a challenge that I want them to complete or work through. So that place is pretty cool. It's a local junkyard. We just call them up and say, hey, we want X amount of cars. We do it the training division, and they set it up for us. And once they're there, man, they're like really good with their front loaders. They have the forklift that kind of just moves the cars around and do what they need to do with them. But they will do whatever we want. Like, can you put this car on its side? Can you put it, it's a cool little car. Can you put it on the side? Can you like put this one on its roof and stack another one on top a certain way? So whatever we want to come up with to challenge the crews, we're able to do that. So if we want them to concentrate more like on vehicle stabilization, we can make it so that they have to stabilize the vehicles, or different techniques to access the passenger area. So whether that be like rolling the dash up, taking the doors off, taking the roof off completely, whatever we could come up with, they can set it up for us, smash the cars, whatever we need. So that was a good opportunity. It was really hot out there. I think we had like a weather warning for heat, but when we had that kind of opportunity, we take it, and they love it. We just make sure that everybody stays hydrated. So that was vehicle extrication training, getting some tool time, and then gonna get a workout in. Session is done. Yesterday I went to the gym and took a rest day because I woke up and my recovery on the whoop was really low. So then I just took a rest day yesterday, but the workout looked really good, so I had to give it a shot. Start off with 10-minute EMOM, so every minute on the minute you got to do one heavy power clean at 70%. I just put on 205, stayed with that one across, was working on good form and technique. So just stayed there. It was pretty good. I could have went probably 225, and that would have probably increased that intensity a little bit. But when I'm here at work, I just try to keep it just moving, good form, concentrate on that. So then after the workout was, you go 10 down to 1 on the burpees over the bar, and then you go opposite, so 1 up to 10 on the power cleans at 135. So the way it goes is you do 10 burpees, 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, and you just keep doing that all the way until you finish all 10 rounds. So that was a burner. There was like a 12-minute cutoff for that one, but when I set the time lapse on here, it said like 10 minutes equals 10 seconds. So I was like, all right, well, I got to do this in under 10 minutes so that I can make sure I get like that whole video all done within the 10 minutes. And I got it like 9:55. Take it as a win. Would I have done that if I didn't start the clock or the timer on this? Maybe. I think I could have did it faster at the gym though. So got my workout in today. Again, just like I said with these, never skip more than 2 days. Yesterday I took a rest day. Wasn't gonna do it again today, so I just got in that workout. Tomorrow I think I'm just gonna hop on and give it a little run, maybe 3 miles in the morning. We'll see how I feel, see how my recovery looks too. So far, pretty chill day. Was able to go get some training in with the guys on the vehicle extrication. Got some PT or some physical training here at the station. Took care of some stuff on the computer. So far, it's been a good day. All right, let's see what we got left.
Okay, currently I'm seeing small single-story mobile home residential structure, nothing showing up as a strategy. Keep a 143.
Battalion 8 on scene. Battalion 8 to command.
Battalion 8, go ahead.
I copy your traffic. You guys are in the offensive strategy. You're still investigating. If that's correct, give me a can.
That's correct. The only thing we have is a slight smell of smoke inside the residence. Let me just get 1 unit to pump up, rescue 32.
Battalion 8 is direct. You guys have a smell of smoke in the residence. Your actions are just still investigating. You guys are requesting rescue 32 to help with investigation. I'll take it from out here. Break. Battalion 8 to fire control.
Penny.
I'll be assuming a set of command. We're going to remain in the offensive strategy. You can continue my resources, code 1. Battalion 8 to rescue 32.
Bye.
Spot unit out of the way, tie in with engine 32.
Good. Flying out of the way, tying in with 32.
Early this morning, crews got dispatched to a 69 Echo, which is a residential structure fire. When they arrived to a single-story residence, a smaller mobile home. Light smoke showing. The calling party said that they woke up with like feeling of smoke in their throats. They called 911. They arrived, did a quick assessment of it, did their initial radio report, did their 360 follow-up report, and then they found that there was light smoke. They didn't find any kind of heat readings with the thermal imaging camera inside the house, and then they inspected the swamp cooler. So here in the southwest, we have for our air conditioning, a lot of the homes have swamp coolers for the dry heat in the desert. Basically, it's just there's a fan inside this housing with these 3 like or 4 padded sides of it. So there's a water pump. It just pumps water. Water runs through these pads, and then the fan that's ran by that motor on the inside will suck in air from the outside, pass through that water, get some like passive cooling of that air, and then pump that cold air into the house. So a lot of times that has a belt that goes from the motor to turn that fan, and that fan.
Engine 3-2 to command.
Go ahead.
We had readings of around 300 in the AC unit. We shut off the AC. We'll advise in about 5. See if it pulls off or not.
Copy. Got a reading of 300 degrees in the AC unit. You guys DC'd it. You're gonna wait about 5 minutes. Check it again. So yeah, there's this motor inside there that kind of moves that fan. So a little barrel fan just spins. So crew's just notified. They notified me now that they do have 300 degree readings in that unit. So they DC'd the fan and the electrical from it. It's probably going to be what the problem was. It just overworked and motor just went out. It's pretty common. So that's where we're at. Canceled all the other units just based off what I see here, the information that officer gives me on the initial ready report, the follow-up report. I add that to what I can see, and I can see that there's no smoke, there's no increase of smoke, obviously no fire. So then I can start relieving some of the other units so they could go back to their district and handle any potential calls that come in. Crews did a really good job of getting here quickly, safely, and getting eyes on it, doing what they need to do right away. So the response times are really good. Proud of these guys. It's going to be a good year. Went back to the station after that last call. Got maybe like 2 hours of sleep after that 69 Echo, or that call that came in as a structure fire, and then got toned out to the freeway for a single vehicle rollover. So got there. Calling party said it was on the freeway or just on the side of the freeway. It actually happened on the frontage road. Single vehicle rolled over. Driving said he just fell asleep. Luckily, he's all right. Crews were able to assist him off the side of the road, or like on the frontage road, into Albuquerque ambulance, where they took him in to get further evaluated. It is 6 o'clock now. Get to ride back to some fresh made coffee, have it set on a timer, so that's always a plus. And then I get to view the beautiful sunset on the way back to the station. I might have just said sunset right there. I meant to say sunrise.